Lord, tonight, I just want to come back to you, slowly, without trying to hold everything together. Thank you. For every moment I kept going, even when I didn't feel strong. For the quiet strength you placed inside me, that carried me further than I thought I could go. And maybe the tiredness I feel right now isn't because I've failed, but because I've been holding on to more than I was ever meant to carry. Maybe somewhere along the way, I forgot that there are things only you can hold. Lord, tonight, thank you for being with me through every moment of this day, even the ones I moved through so quickly. I didn't realize you were there. Thank you for the strength you quietly placed inside me, the strength that kept me going, even when I didn't feel ready, even when I didn't feel enough. And Lord, as everything begins to slow down, I'm starting to notice something, not something loud, not something obvious, but something quiet, just beneath the surface. Even here with you, there's still a part of me that feels like I need to stay in control, like if I let go too soon, something might fall apart. And I don't fully understand it yet, but it feels like I've been standing in a place that was never meant for me. Lord, thank you for bringing me into this quiet moment, for slowing everything down just enough so I can finally see what has been happening inside me. Thank you for staying close, even in the hours when my mind was moving too fast to notice your presence, Lord. As I sit here with you, I'm beginning to realize how much I've been holding, not just the things I can see, but the thoughts that don't stop, the quiet worries about what's coming next, the pressure to make sure everything turns out right. And thank you for the strength you gave me to carry all of that today, even when I didn't say it out loud, even when no one else knew. But Lord, there's something deeper that I'm starting to notice. Even when I've done everything I can, even when I've tried my best, there's still this quiet feeling inside me, like it's not quite enough, like something still needs my attention, like I can't fully let go yet. And thank you for not leaving me alone in that place, because I'm beginning to understand this pressure I keep feeling. It isn't just about what I have to do, it's about how I've been carrying it, Lord. I've been living like everything depends on me. Like if I don't stay alert, something might fall apart. Like if I don't think ahead, there won't be a way through. Like if I loosen my grip, I might lose something I can't get back. And thank you for gently showing me this, not with judgment, but with patience. Because now I can see why my heart feels restless, even when everything around me seems quiet. Why my mind keeps reaching for the next solution, even when there's nothing left to solve. And why, even here with you, there's still a part of me that stays on guard, still holding on, still trying to manage what comes next. Lord, thank you for not stepping away when I've been trying to do everything on my own. Thank you for staying near, even when I didn't realize how much I was depending on myself. Because tonight, I'm beginning to see something clearly. This isn't just about how much I've been carrying, it's about where I've been standing while I carry it. And maybe that's why even when I keep going, I still feel like I'm running out of rest. Lord, thank you for letting me stay here a little longer tonight, not rushing past this feeling, not trying to quiet it too quickly. Thank you, because the more I sit with you, the more I begin to notice something. There is such a difference between the way I've been holding my life and the way you hold it. I've been trying to keep everything in place, making sure nothing shifts too far, watching closely, thinking ahead, adjusting, correcting. And thank you for the strength that allowed me to do that, even when it wore me down. But you've never moved that way. You've never been hurried, never unsettled, never unsure of what might happen next. And thank you for being so steady, even when everything inside me feels unsteady. Lord, I can feel that contrast more clearly now. The way I tighten my grip, compared to the way you hold without fear. The way I keep trying to stay ahead, compared to the way you are already there. And something in me is beginning to understand. I've been living as if everything depends on me, and calling that strength. But you never asked me to live that way. Thank you for not placing that expectation on me, even when I placed it on myself. Lord, if I'm honest with you, I've been afraid that if I step back, things might not work out. Afraid that if I loosen my hold, something important might slip away. Afraid that if I don't keep trying, I might fall behind. But tonight, I have to bring this question to you. If everything doesn't go the way I planned, are you still God? If the future looks different than what I imagined, are you still holding it, Fiam? And thank you, because deep down I know the answer hasn't changed. You have always been God. You are still holding everything, even the things I don't understand. And yet, I can see now how I've been living, stepping into a place that was never mine. Trying to carry what only you can carry, trying to secure what only you can secure, trying to decide what only you can decide. And Lord, I can feel it clearly now, this weight in me. It's not just because life is heavy, it's because I've been carrying it from the wrong place. Thank you for letting me see that tonight, not as something to be ashamed of, but as something I don't have to keep doing. Because maybe I was never created to hold all of this. Lord, thank you for bringing me gently into this moment, not forcing anything, not exposing me too quickly, but allowing me to see step by step what has been happening inside me. Because something is becoming clear now, something I didn't fully understand before. And thank you for letting this realization come without fear, without shame, but with a kind of quiet honesty that I can finally receive, Lord. I can see it now. Maybe not perfectly, but enough to know it's real. I've been trying to hold things that only you can hold, and thank you for not condemning me for that. Because I can feel this wasn't rebellion, it wasn't pride the way I feared. It was just me, trying to make sure everything would be okay, trying to protect what matters, trying to not fall behind, trying to keep my life from breaking apart. And thank you for seeing all of that, even when I didn't have the words to explain it. But Lord, now I'm beginning to understand. This isn't about me not being strong enough. It's not about me needing to try harder or become more capable. It's about where I've been standing. I've been standing in a place that was never meant for me, trying to hold together what was never mine to hold, trying to secure what was never mine to secure, trying to control what was never mine to control. And Lord, thank you for letting that truth land gently, because I can feel something shifting inside me. The moment I stop trying to take your place, the moment I stop trying to be the one who keeps everything together, something in me begins to loosen. Something in me begins to soften. And even now I can feel a kind of relief I haven't felt in a while. Not because everything is fixed, but because I'm no longer trying to be the one who fixes it all. Lord, thank you for showing me that I don't need to become stronger to carry this life. I just need to step back into the place where I belong, under you, held by you, not replacing you. And maybe this is the first moment I've truly understood that rest doesn't come from everything being under control, but from knowing I was never meant to be the one in control. Lord, thank you for not letting me rush past this moment, for giving me enough stillness to finally notice what has been quietly shaping me. Thank you for staying close, even when I didn't realize how much I was carrying inside. Lord, I'm beginning to see something now, not just in what I've been doing, but in how I've been thinking, how I've been understanding my place in everything that happens around me. And thank you for showing me this gently, not all at once, not in a way that overwhelms me, but little by little, so I can actually receive it. Because Lord, I can see now, somewhere along the way, I started to believe something that felt right at the time, something that even looked like responsibility, that it was my role to hold things together, that it was my role to make sure everything turns out okay, that if I stayed aware enough, careful enough, strong enough, then nothing would fall apart. And thank you for not rejecting me in that, because I can feel now I wasn't trying to replace you. I was just trying to protect what matters. I was trying to keep my life from slipping. I was trying to make sure I wouldn't lose what I've built. And Lord, thank you for understanding that part of me, even when I didn't understand it myself. But now, as I sit here with you, I can see more clearly. This belief, this quiet assumption, has been sitting underneath everything, guiding how I think, shaping how I respond, deciding how much I feel I need to carry. And Lord, I didn't question it. I just lived inside it. I woke up with it. I moved through my day with it. I made decisions from it. And it felt so normal that I never stopped to ask if it was even true. And thank you for bringing me to a place tonight where I can finally see this constant need to stay in control, this quiet pressure to keep everything in place. It didn't come from you. It came from the way I've been seeing my role. And Lord, thank you for opening my eyes to that, not to make me feel wrong, but to help me understand that maybe I've been carrying something I was never meant to take responsibility for. And maybe this is where everything begins to change. Lord, thank you for staying with me as this becomes clearer, not just what I've been believing, but where I've been standing. Thank you for not pulling away as I begin to see this more honestly, because Lord, I can feel it now. This hasn't only been about how I see my role, it's about the place I've slowly stepped into without even realizing it. And thank you for helping me see that without fear, because now I can finally admit it. I've been standing where only you were meant to stand, not intentionally, not out of pride, but out of fear, out of responsibility, out of the need to make sure everything would be okay. And Lord, thank you for seeing that clearly, even when I couldn't, because I can recognize it now, in the way I've been thinking, always trying to decide what should happen next, always trying to secure outcomes before they even arrive, always trying to protect what feels uncertain. And Lord, I can see how easily I stepped into that place, a place where I felt like I needed to know everything, a place where I felt like I needed to hold everything, a place where I felt like I needed to keep everything together. And thank you for not letting me stay there without awareness, because the more I sit here with you, the more I can feel how heavy that place really is. Not because life is too much, but because I was never meant to stand there in the first place. Lord, I can feel the tension of it now, trying to carry what only you can carry, trying to decide what only you can decide, trying to hold together what only you can hold together. And thank you for letting me feel that clearly, not to overwhelm me, but to show me this is not where I belong. Because Lord, I can see now, when I stand in that place, I lose something inside me. I lose peace. I lose rest. I lose the ability to simply trust you, and instead, I become tense, alert, always watching, always trying to stay ahead. And Lord, thank you for showing me that this was never what you asked of me. You never asked me to take your place. You never asked me to become the one who holds everything together. And yet, I can see how I stepped into that role. Slowly, quietly, almost without noticing. And thank you for not condemning me there, but inviting me out of it, inviting me back to where I was always meant to stand, not in control, not at the center, but under you, held by you, not replacing you. Father, thank you for bringing me to this place where I no longer have to hold on the way I've been holding on. Thank you, because now I can feel it more clearly, what I was never meant to carry, and I don't want to keep it anymore. So tonight, I don't just notice it, I don't just understand it, I begin to release it gently, honestly, completely. Thank you for receiving me even before I know how to let go fully, because part of me still feels like I need to hold on, like if I let go too much, something might slip away. But right here in your presence, I choose to loosen my grip. I choose to stop trying to secure everything on my own. I choose to place it back into hands that were never shaken. Thank you that I don't have to carry what you are already holding. So I give it back. The things I've been thinking about over and over again, the situations I've been trying to fix, the outcomes I've been trying to control, the future I've been trying to secure, I place them back into your care. Not because they don't matter, but because they matter too much to stay in my hands. Thank you for being the one who can hold all of this without fear, without confusion, without exhaustion. And tonight, I release the need to figure everything out. I release the need to stay ahead of everything. I release the need to keep everything together. And thank you that nothing begins to fall apart the moment I let go, because you are still holding it. Even now, I can feel the difference. The moment I stop gripping, something inside me begins to soften. The moment I stop trying to manage everything, something inside me begins to rest. Not because everything is resolved, but because everything is no longer depending on me. Thank you for allowing me to step out of that place, not all at once, but here, in this moment, in this breath. I return what was never mine. I give back what I cannot sustain. I release what I was never meant to control. And I trust that in your hands everything is held exactly as it needs to be. Father, thank you that I don't just let things go and remain empty, but I am being brought back to where I truly belong. Not to a place of pressure, not to a place of responsibility that weighs me down, but to a place where I am simply your child. Thank you that I don't have to stand at the center anymore. I don't have to be the one who holds everything together. I don't have to prove that I can carry it all. I can step back and come home into your presence. And here I don't have to perform. I don't have to strive. I don't have to stay alert. I can just be held, known, cared for. Thank you that being your child is not something I have to earn. It's where I already belong. Even after everything, even after trying to take control, even after trying to take control, even after carrying what wasn't mine, you still receive me here, without distance, without hesitation. And Father, I can feel the difference now. When I am not trying to take your place, I don't have to stay tense. I don't have to stay ahead. I don't have to keep proving that everything will be okay, because I am no longer the one responsible for holding it all. I am simply with you, and thank you that here things begin to settle. My heart doesn't have to search for stability. My mind doesn't have to solve everything. My spirit doesn't have to carry the future, because I am not alone. I was never meant to be alone in this. And Father, tonight I accept this place again, not as someone in control, not as someone at the center, but as someone who is held by you, who is led by you, who is cared for by you. Thank you that I don't have to become stronger to stay here. I don't have to be better to deserve this place. I don't have to fix everything before I can rest. I just have to remain right here with you. And maybe this is what my heart has been needing all along. Not more control, not more effort, but to return to the place where I am not the one holding everything, but the one who is finally being held. Father, thank you for bringing me to this place where I no longer have to keep holding on, where I can finally begin to rest, not just in my body, but deep within my soul. And thank you for showing me something I didn't understand before, that rest is not weakness, that slowing down is not failure, and that sleep is not me losing control, but something much deeper. Father, I've often treated rest like something I earn, something I allow myself only after everything is done, only after I've figured things out, only after I've made sure everything is secure. But thank you for gently changing that understanding, because now I can see, when I finally lie down and release my thoughts and allow my body to rest, I am not abandoning anything. I am not leaving things unattended. I am not letting everything fall apart. I am trusting that you are still holding what I have released. Thank you that nothing depends on me staying awake. Nothing depends on me thinking about it one more time. Nothing depends on me holding on just a little longer, because you are not limited by my rest. You are not hindered when I let go. You are not absent when I close my eyes. And Father, tonight, I choose to see rest differently, not as something I fall into when I have no strength left, but as something I step into because I trust you. I choose to see sleep not as escape, but as a quiet declaration that I am no longer the one holding everything together, that I no longer need to stay in control, that I can release this day completely into your hands. And thank you that while I rest, you remain steady, present, unshaken. Thank you that while my thoughts grow quiet, you are still working. While my body grows still, you are still holding. While I let go, you do not. And Father, I can feel something shifting inside me. Rest is no longer something I resist. It is something I receive, not because everything is finished, but because you are still faithful even when I am no longer trying. So tonight, I allow myself to rest, not in uncertainty, but in trust, knowing that even as I sleep, you are still God and you are still holding everything. Father, thank you that my rest does not pause your work, that when I become still, you are not becoming still. Thank you that nothing in my life is left unattended when I finally let go. Because I used to think, if I stop thinking about it, if I stop trying to manage it, things might drift, things might slow down, things might fall behind. But now I'm beginning to see you are not dependent on my awareness. You are not waiting for me to figure things out. You are not limited by how much I can carry. And thank you that even now, in this quiet moment, you are still working, not in ways I have to control, not in ways I have to monitor, but in ways that are steady, quiet, and completely in your hands. Father, thank you that while I rest, you are still holding the details, the things I don't understand yet, the situations that feel unfinished, the paths that still feel uncertain. Nothing is lost in your care, nothing is forgotten, nothing is slipping through your hands, and I don't have to stay awake to make sure of that. Thank you that even when I step back, you are still moving things into place, not always in ways I can see, not always in ways I can explain, but always in ways that remain faithful. And Father, I don't have to chase what you are already arranging. I don't have to force what you are already preparing. I don't have to secure what you are already holding. Thank you that my role is not to control, but to trust, not to force outcomes, but to remain with you. And even now, I can feel that shift. The more I release, the more I can rest. The more I step back, the more I can see that you were never waiting for me to take care of everything. You were already there, already holding it, even before I tried. And thank you that tonight, I don't have to go back into that place again. I can stay here, knowing that while I rest, you are still faithfully at work. Father, thank you for this quiet, for the stillness that is beginning to settle, not just around me, but within me. Right now, I let my body slow down. I release the tension I didn't realize I was holding. My shoulders soften, my hands loosen, my breathing becomes gentle, steady, unforced. Thank you that I don't have to hold myself together in this moment. I let my thoughts quiet down. I don't need to follow them. I don't need to solve them. I don't need to carry them any further. They can pass, and I can remain right here with you, Father. Thank you that I don't have to stay alert. I don't have to stay in control. I don't have to keep anything from falling apart. Everything is already in your hands, so I let go, not all at once, but gently, layer by layer, breath by breath. And as I do, I feel something inside me becoming still, not forced, not empty, but held. Thank you that I can rest here without needing to go anywhere else, without needing to become anything else, just here, in your presence, letting everything slow and settle and come to rest. Father, thank you for this place of rest, not just for this moment, but for what you are restoring inside me. Because as I sit here with you, I can feel something settling, not just my thoughts, but the way I will move forward. Thank you that tomorrow I don't have to return to the same place I've been standing. I don't have to go back to carrying everything on my own. I don't have to wake up thinking everything depends on me. Instead, I can rise from a different place, not as someone in control, not as someone at the center, but as your child. And thank you that this changes everything, not because my responsibilities disappear, but because I am no longer the one who has to hold them all. I can take each step without carrying the weight of the outcome. I can move forward without needing to secure everything ahead of time. I can respond without trying to control what comes next. Thank you that I am still present, still responsible, still engaged, but no longer overwhelmed, because I am not standing in the place that belongs to you, Father. Help me remember this, not as something I force myself to hold on to, but as something I return to again and again, that I am not the one who keeps everything together, that I am not the one who holds the future, that I am not the one who decides how everything unfolds. I am simply with you, walking with you, led by you, and thank you that this is enough, not because I have everything figured out, but because I no longer need to. I can just remain in the place of a child, held, guided, and never alone. So tonight, I lie down in quiet trust. I lay down everything I was holding, and I rest in your hands, Father. Thank you for calming what was restless, for softening what was tight, and for carrying what I could not carry even now. As I close my eyes, you remain steady, present, near. Let this night be still. Let my heart settle. Let my mind grow quiet. So tonight I rest in peace with you. Amen. If this moment brought you peace, stay with me for a moment. Come back here tonight and the nights after, where you don't have to hold everything, where you can simply rest. Let this become your gentle rhythm, night by night, and trust that even as you sleep, God is still holding you.